Hi, I'm Fox,
I'm Couch Guy.
and you're watching the Two Smart Guys show, where every week we bring the latest and greatest in hacking your technology devices.
Owning your own equipment.
Yes, and just like everybody else this week, we're doing a little tutorial on how to jailbreak your iPhone 4S and iPad 2.
Because if we didn't do it, you could watch it 100 other places.
But we're going to put our unique twist on it of,
Because we're the coolest.
yeah, whatever that is that we do.
Yes.
I'm really selling this, by the way. No, but seriously, the iPhone 4S is fairly new, but the iPad 2 is basically the same thing. That's what they've been doing every year. They've been coming out with an iPad, and then a few months later they come out with a new iPhone that has this very similar specs to what the iPad has. So this has got the dual-core i5 processor and a new method of protecting it from being jailbroken, which was apparently very difficult to crack.
Well, just give us time. People will find a way.
Yeah, so there's quite a few people that do the jailbreaking, and they're divided up into like 2 or 3 teams. Well, they finally, instead of competing against each other, they decided over the holidays to get it together and just crank this thing out, and they did it. So the Dream Team came out, and it was ultimately released by the Chronic Dev team, and it's called Absinthe. And here's the tutorial on how to get into it. So this is probably the most simple jailbreak ever, or at least one of the more simple ones. All you gotta do is download the version of Absinthe for your Mac, PC, or Linux machine, install it, click jailbreak. Make sure your phone's plugged in first and turned on, and wait a really long time. This takes like 5, 10, 15 minutes. I don't know why it takes so long, but eventually it'll kick in and it will install a little app on your phone called Absinthe. Launch that, then your phone will download Cydia and it'll restart. And this also takes quite a while. Long enough to balance a baby. Don't try this at home. After the phone's done rebooting, slide on over and start up Cydia, and you're all set. Download all the fun jailbreaky apps to your heart's content. Okay, so that's a pretty straightforward process, but one of the things I should have pointed out in the beginning of the episode is all the cool things that you can do once you have a jailbroken phone. Like, you can really let Siri free. There's some pretty cool apps that you can download in Cydia, which is the jailbroken iPhone store, that allow you to do all kinds of things that you normally can't do with Cydia. And tethering, you can do tethering. If you have an unlimited data plan, you can actually use it and tether.
Which is always going to be something that's nice to have, is tethering.
Yeah. So, things have gotten better on the iPhone, but all the really cool stuff comes out on the jailbroken store before Apple eventually implements it into the real iOS years later.
And this shouldn't be, if you're familiar with, jailbreaking your phone at all, this should be very, very straightforward, very, very familiar. It's just unfortunate it took so long to come out. So.
Yeah, they're getting it ready just in time for an iPad 3.
Yeah. Which, is kind of productive, because the iPad 3 comes out, it'll actually have a firmware that actually counteracts their jailbreak.
Yeah, I bet you some people were almost waiting, like, yeah, they've done this before. There's always been somebody that says, no, don't release any exploit until the new version comes out, because it's coming out any day now.
Yeah, but, you'll spend your time waiting for the new version, and then by then, what's the point?
Yeah, and then somebody always leaks it anyways.
Yeah.
And then
there's no guarantee that the new version would be fixed by the old hack.
And as like Geohot said, that's the whole game. The whole game is, cat and mouse. You don't wait around for one person. You just keep going. No. As soon as one person does one, you do the other.
Yeah, because just as fast as you're waiting, they're finding ways to seal their own holes. Yeah. You don't think they're not testing their own stuff.
So, yeah. Anyways, have fun with your jailbreak. Post in the show notes below cool Cydia apps. I wanna know what you guys are using.
Better yet, post a video showing us you using your jailbroken Cydia, your phone with Siri or your favorite Cydia app in response to this video.
Yeah, and then also there's been requests for doing question answer shows, and I want to let you guys know that we do question and answer live every Wednesday night on twosmartguys.com/live at 8:30 Mountain Time. So you can log on there and we'll answer questions, and maybe we'll do a session and we'll actually post it to YouTube with some of the question answers.
You know, I have a suggestion for right now for all of our YouTube audience. You guys are very capable individuals when it comes to your video and things like that. You can post. I want you to do video questions to us. Now, understand that we are not the people who write the software. We are not the people who are always the first line of tech support. We do know a lot about, you know, some of the software that we use and things like that, but we're not absolute perfect about all of them. But if you post a question to us as a video form, the chances of us answering that question, because we can use that video in our show, are increased. So post a question
Definitely.
on YouTube in response to one of our videos and as a question. And what we'll do is we can download that video. We've got secret ways to do that. And we can add that into a show that we'll put together. And we'll answer your question.
Yeah. Great idea, Couch Guy. Oh, and also questions for us in addition to the YouTube responses. I'm at Walking Crow on Twitter.
And I'm at Tommy5C.
Our shows are released every Monday at twosmartguys.com. We shall see you guys next week.
Have a wonderful week of hacking.
Later.
This has been a Two Smart Guys production.
Look at the baby. Look at the baby. There's my little Amelia. Hi, Amelia.
How old is she now? She's 6 months? Or
She's
no?
7 months old.
7
Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Yeah. Say hi. Yeah.